device, just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And today we get to learn about a program through the University of Mississippi that's helping bridge the gap in kindergarten readiness. And I think that's a good thing. Joining us is Caitlyn King. She is the Jumpstart Site Manager there for the university. Hey, Caitlyn.
Hi, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well, and with the start of all the schools across Mississippi, it's such a timely topic. Many parents are looking to their pre-K 4s. When I got a pre-K 3 and thinking, man, we want them to be ready for kindergarten next year, so good timing. But tell us a little bit about this Jumpstart program. How did it get started? Or Mississippi Jumpstart, should I say?
Yes, absolutely. So Jumpstart is a national early childhood education program, and we got started here in Mississippi through the University of Mississippi about 10 years ago. We actually just celebrated 10 years in May, so a huge accomplishment. But when we're in the classroom, we work with children from about ages 3 to 5, and we follow a Jumpstart session plan. But our vision for Jumpstart is for every child to enter kindergarten prepared to succeed.
And what does that take, Caitlyn? I know many parents think, oh gosh, what do they need to have already learned? And it feels like there's a whole lot of pressure and it can be overwhelming. That's what school is for. You're supposed to put them in school to learn, and they should have learned before they got there, and it's just everything. So how do you know if your student is ready for kindergarten?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be extremely overwhelming, and that's something with Jumpstart we try to do too. Not only help prepare students for those kindergarten readiness skills, but also kind of help families be more informed about what's going on in the classroom and what they can be, working on with their child at home. But with Jumpstart, we focus on a number of skills. We focus on vocabulary, building vocabulary when reading storybooks, phonological awareness skills. We also have a focus on social emotional development. And too, with Jumpstart, we really just foster a love and enjoyment for reading. We really try to focus on that as well.
So for parents or grandparents listening, one of the easiest things to get a kid ready or just get them or keep them prepared is reading books to them or just having them have story time at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Just any type of language-rich environment is what we really advocate for. Anytime you have storybooks and you can, walk through the book with the child and talk about what they see and what they think is happening in the story, or even like a trip to the grocery store is very easy too. As you're walking down the aisles of, the produce section, you can talk about the different vegetables and fruits that you see and all of those kind of things and the colors that you see in the produce section. So things like that, too, that we might not think twice about can really help prepare those students for kindergarten.
Well, take us back 10 years ago, or I guess in 2012, when they decided to launch this program or thought that Mississippi needed Mississippi Jumpstart. What were some of the, reasons or concerns that they saw within those going into kindergarten that made this such a good fit for the students in the area?
Absolutely. I think it goes back to focusing on those kindergarten readiness skills and really wanting to see Mississippi grow in reading and really have those students be prepared not only for kindergarten, but to carry on through elementary school, middle school, and high school and beyond. And so it was really about just investing in our students across the state and really trying to meet them where they're at. And in doing so, we've recruited a lot of college students. And in some way, I feel like it's really helped our college students as well. They take a lot from it when it comes to Jumpstart as well.
Well, I see here you have had 575 volunteers since 2012. That's a lot. That's a lot of volunteers. How many children have been served in the last decade?
Yes, absolutely. We've had a lot of volunteers. We've had about 172,000 hours served in the program, and that's totaled to about a little over 1,900 children that have been served across the state.
Does it have to be students, Caitlyn, that works or volunteers with Mississippi Jumpstart? I'm just thinking maybe there may be retired teachers or preschool administrators or something listening, or I guess just, those that may be interested in dabbling in this. Do you need different types of volunteers?
So for Jumpstart for Mississippi, we focus on college students. That's where our program's at right now. So for any college students listening, we're recruiting, and we're really just looking for college students who are motivated and wanting to devote their time to working and serving children in the classroom. We're open to all majors. So we have, majors anywhere from education, biology, engineering. It's a number of majors across the universities. And so we really just look for those college students that are interested in serving their communities.
So y'all have grown to more universities. It's up to 4 now. Obviously, they're at the University of Mississippi. What other universities is Mississippi Jumpstart in?
Yeah, so we're here at UM, and then we're also at the University of Southern Mississippi, Mississippi State University, the Meridian campus. We're also at Mississippi University for Women, and then we are also at Tougaloo College in Jackson.
So do the students get trained on the, curriculum that then they'll go in and teach, or is it more of just, well, I don't think you'd throw them to the wolves, would you, Caitlyn?
No, absolutely not.
You may, I don't know.
It's actually something I tell our members or potential members during the interview process. I'm not going to throw you into the classroom and say good luck. We do provide training, about 40 hours of training throughout the year, but we pretty much devote the entire month of September to training our core members and getting them ready. We train them in early childhood development as well as classroom management. So when they get into the classroom, they have a better idea of what we're doing and why we're doing exactly what we're doing.
So students can use this for any volunteer hours that they may have, or boosting of resumes going into grad school, or trying to get internships or things of that nature, correct?
Yes. Absolutely. A lot of our college students will join just to help build their resumes, and then they end up falling in love with Jumpstart. That's actually what happened with me. I selfishly joined Jumpstart just to help my resume for grad school, and then clearly fell in love with the program because here we are.
Well, I think that's a good thing, too, though, to recognize there's these opportunities to obviously, help in propelling you to higher education or whatever that may be. And but in a way, it's giving back to the community in a meaningful way and a needed way, because it sounds like it's great for having kindergartners ready, but what does that do to that student long term, and then to the rest of us when we have students going into kindergarten who are prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just something that we really try to be intentional about, and really trying to meet children where they're at, like I said earlier, and really focusing on getting them prepared for kindergarten and making sure that they, start kindergarten kind of with a jump start and having those skills and feeling ready, and having parents too feel comfortable and confident sending their child into kindergarten, knowing that they've had, some impact with Jumpstart.
But don't fear if your kids are already starting kindergarten this year. You didn't fail them. Just read to them at home, practice the ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s, and then, everything is going to be fine. Because I can tell you, Caitlyn, it can get real overwhelming real quick to think that maybe you missed the boat. But for most kids, you can just be there with them and ensure that they get on the right foot.
Absolutely. It's never too late to start reading to your child before bed or in the mornings. For any parent stressing, don't worry. It's nothing to worry about. But with Jumpstart, we just try to focus on meeting those children early on.
All right. So where can we go to learn more information? And hopefully you can get a student or two out of this that will become volunteers. I think it's a worthy use of their time.
Yes. Thank you so much for letting us share about this opportunity with Jumpstart. It's been wonderful.
Where can they go to learn more information?
They can go to jstart.org, and they can learn more about the program and where we serve. Like I said, Jumpstart's a national program, so they can see where across the country Jumpstart is also located. All
righty, good stuff, Caitlyn. Well, I appreciate your time. Best of luck to the new school year, and you'll have to let us know as it grows.
Yes, thank you so much.
All righty, there you go. Mississippi Jumpstart, 575 volunteers, over 1,900 children served over the last decade, and 172,000 volunteer hours by students there at the University of Mississippi, and now expanded to others, including Southern Miss and Mississippi State and Tougaloo, and I forgot the other, but they're all good. I think it's good stuff. Getting students, helping smaller students. It's a win-win for everybody. All right, stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.